Three, two, one.
Things I don't understand, part 10. Number 1 is wind. I understand certain weather conditions causes high winds, but where the fuck does the wind come from? There could be no wind at all. Next thing you know, the wind blowing hard as fuck, turning you every which way but loose. I mean, is it a group of people blowing their breath causing the wind to stir up? Cause where the fuck is it coming from? I don't get it. Number 2 are AirPods. How the fuck are these tiny little delicate earpieces connected to all these devices? They want to say the high frequencies are transforming through the. Shut the fuck up, because I still don't get it. What inside the AirPod is doing all this damn connecting? And then they all tiny and wireless. You can keep one in the box and use one. You can track one if you lose it. What the fuck is in these AirPods? I don't get it. Number 3 are homophones. I understand what a homophone is, but who the fuck took it upon themselves to keep creating words that sound the same but mean something different, like the word meat and meat. One of them was made first, so why the fuck would somebody else make another word that sounds the exact same but means something different, and it's spelled different? You're just trying to confuse the fuck out of folks and get people problems. That's just selfish of you. I don't get it. Number 4 are clouds. How in the hell is it just big pillows of cotton stuck up in the air? I mean, when you look it up, it says clouds are a bunch of little liquid droplets that come together and form and shit. But hell, even when I'm in the airplane and I go up in the clouds, it ain't shit. You're going through nothing. It's just a bunch of white stuff you're going through. I don't get it. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to a new episode of Introduction to Yapanese. And yeah, welcome to the first episode of 2025, which is a lie because one came out on January 4th, but this one is the first one being recorded in 2025, so there you go. But yeah, happy 2025. Hopefully this year will treat all of us well. Some of us had a more fortunate 2024 than others. I most certainly did not. In fact, I had a terrible start to my year last year, so let's hope this year will treat me better. But yeah, also, if you like that little monologue in the beginning of the episode, that took me a really long time to get. It took me like so many tries. But shout out to at I am J Mist on TikTok for that video and asking the real questions. Cause honestly though, where the fuck does wind come from? I don't know. I mean, obviously there's scientific explanations behind all of it, but you know, it's something that I just don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways, yeah, as you can probably tell, there's no one next to me. Yeah, I'm all alone today. Mia is out sick. We were supposed to record one or this episode earlier in the week, but she is now ill. I don't want to contract her illness. She didn't want to travel down here because of her illness. So it was for the best that she stayed home. And then we were going to do it on Zoom originally, but then that didn't work out either. So today I'm attempting to do a solo episode. How this will turn out, I probably don't know. This will probably get the least views out of all the videos on our channel. But if you would just like to listen to me talk for about an hour, stick around. But yeah, I also tried getting a guest to come and join me. Unfortunately, Diksha is out of the country at the moment, and Arya had to cancel. She was going to join me on this episode at first, but she had to cancel because her best friend is currently in town, and they want to obviously spend some time together. Completely understandable. Fuck you, though. Hello, we're friends too. I'm just kidding. But yeah. I think this year has probably been Well, what am I saying? I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that the beginning of the year, I think it started out pretty good. This year for me was the first time that I actually got to go out and celebrate New Year's. And yeah, that was really fun. I found it really fun. Usually I would be back home in Vancouver for the break. Yeah, I'm never here. I want to go home, but this year I had some obligations that I had to fulfill during the break. So, yeah, I was in Toronto over the break and I had the opportunity to go out and celebrate New Year's with my friends, which is very different because if I was in Vancouver, I would have just been like in bed doing nothing, which is perfectly fine. If you did that, I love it. I would have done that too. But yeah, I would just be at home in bed, and then when the clock like strikes 12, I would have like gone downstairs and like wish my mom a happy new year. That's about it. But other than that, like there's really nothing to celebrate. Yeah, new year, new me. What the fuck even ever? Like that's I feel like that's just like some like bullshit that people spew out to like try to be better in the upcoming new year, but honestly, people don't change. No matter how good you think you are, you don't change either. And that goes for like your ex boyfriends or whoever. You think you can change them, they will never change. Anyways, yeah, just gonna go over my night. Literally just went out, went to a nice club. It was okay. The overall vibe was good, but I do have some critiques. One, my friends and I had shots in our hands in preparation for the countdown, and obviously, when the clock strikes 12, we wanted to take a shot. And we were waiting and waiting and waiting, and then one of our friends checks her phone, and then it's 12. Like, where's the countdown? There was no countdown, and it was already 12 o'clock. But then, yeah, obviously, we weren't going to wait for the countdown. So we were like, fuck it. Cheers. Happy New Year. We took the shot. And yeah, it was all fun and games. And then, like, I think like 3 minutes later, the DJ was finally like, okay, here's the countdown 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Girl, he really tried to count down fast to make up for the fact that he missed New Year's by like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Like, girl, you're done. You're done. Also, the music wasn't to my taste personally. There were a few songs in there that I could have, not could have, I could vibe to, that I did vibe to. But it was all very like the songs that I vibe to were very mainstream hip hop rap songs, stuff that I already knew. But then later throughout the night, when things started slowing down, people started leaving. Um, the DJ started playing other songs that I was not familiar with, and yeah, sure, the beats were good. I could pretend to have fun, um, but it just doesn't hit the same as songs that I would have known. But obviously, it definitely would have compared to like songs that I actually like. Like if they played like some nice throwback music, hello, I would have started busting it down. Like, um, but yeah, music could have been much better. Some of the transitions were also not good. I'm sorry. Um, who am I to judge? I'm not a DJ, but also I've heard good DJ sets, and this one just wasn't making the cut. Also, they allowed people to smoke indoors. Like, it was terrible. And it wasn't just vapes. If it was vapes, I can handle it, but it was cigarettes, cigars, weed, other smokable substances. I don't fucking know. But yeah, it was so like, they did not need smoke machines at all because there were human smoke machines. But yeah, I by the end of it, I was getting really lightheaded because of all the secondhand smoke. I wasn't drunk that night, but I was like a little woozy, not from the drinks, but from the smoke. But yeah. Anyways, though, overall the experience was fine. It was one of the cheaper New Year's event in the city, which I definitely appreciated. Yeah, a lot of them went for like 40, $50, which was way, way out of my budget for New Year's. Because also it's like, ugh, why? Why? But yeah, it was like I think $27 if I remember properly. Well, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, can't complain. But yeah, that was all fun and games. I heard that the new trend for this year was 2025 bingo cards instead of um, resolutions. And honestly, I kind of like that idea more. Like, bingo just sounds a little more fun. Resolutions, there's like, I feel like there's no like way of you to actually like prove to yourself that you're going to fulfill um, your New Year, New You items. But I feel like with a bingo, at least for me, I feel like it's fun. I feel like it's more interactive. Like when I do something, tick it off. I mean, of course, if you have like the traditional sense of um New Year's resolutions, I guess you could do something more interactive. But I don't know, this feels different. But yeah, I'm just gonna oh, my goodness. I'm just gonna go over a little bit of my 2025 bingo. But yeah, some of the stuff that I have in here are make new friends, which is very difficult. I hate talking to people. I honestly do. My what's it called? My MBTI, what is it? ESFP. So like I'm labeled as an extrovert, but I do have my introverted tendencies. I really don't like going up to people, start talking to them, like striking up a conversation. I'm also extremely terrible at small talk. Well, I wouldn't say terrible. Like I can hold a conversation, I can try to start one, but whether it be engaging or not, whether the other person gives a fuck, I don't know. I definitely don't give a fuck. Like half of the small talk that I talk about. But yeah, make new friends. One of my goals also move out of residence. You heard us talking about this a couple of weeks ago. Residence is literally going to be the death of me. I hate it here. Again, not to discourage those from moving onto residence. It is a good experience. First year, second year maybe. But yeah, first and second year, definitely go for it. Especially if you're living out of province, if you're a commuter, that is perfectly acceptable. Like in my case, I'm an out of province student. I have to live on res. It's also one of the more affordable options if you think about it. But then again, prices have been surging. So I don't think the price of residence is as affordable as it was when I was in first year. It definitely was when I was in first year though. But yeah, do it for the experience. Don't stay for the fun. Because it's no fun at all. Yeah, so knock on wood, I move out of residence. I would really like to go to a pottery studio. Oh, I would really like to go to a pottery studio. Yeah, something about it. I just want to make pottery. I just want to make ceramics. I really loved my ceramics unit when I was in high school in my art class. That was so fun. But yeah, one of oh, do an extreme or thrilling activity. Guys, it's time. I have to step out of my comfort zone. I have to step out of my box of fear. Like that's just not it for 2025. But yeah, those are some of my bingo boxes. I'm really excited to see like if I'm able to um like tick off as many, actually get a bingo. We'll see what's up. But yeah, what are your bingo cards for 2025? Comment down below. Like and subscribe. But yeah, I want to get into ins and outs of 2025. I feel like as the new year has approached, is here, I think there's like a lot of things that we should bring in, but also leave out. That's the point of the ins and outs. But yeah, these are all personal. There are things people put on the internet that are for the country, for our generation. This is me. This is me. This is my opinion. But yeah, ins for me, investing. Guys, I really want to invest more. And you should too. young people who are watching this, whoever you may be, even older folks, if you don't have like a TFSA, open one up, start investing. I'm still very new to investing, but I'm loving it. I love getting money in my account every single month. Is it every month? I think it's every month. Every month, yeah, I get money from the stocks and ETFs that I buy or whatever. It's like literally free money, and like I don't have to work for any of it, and it's just great. Passive income, excellent. But yeah, that is great. Also, I had this like, just to mention it, I had this complex when I was starting out. I kept thinking to myself like that by buying stocks, by buying ETFs, I'm like spending money technically, and like I wouldn't have that money anymore. But an important thing that I realized soon after I started is that the money that you use to invest is technically still yours. Granted, stocks and ETFs, whatever, the prices fluctuate. So, in a sense, sometimes you gain more money just because of the money that you put in. If I put in $250 into an ETF, it could be $252 the next day. I can take out that money and gain $2 from my initial investment. That is different from dividends, money that they give you for owning stocks. That's Don't take this advice from me, guys. I'm just saying what I know. But yeah, but it could go up, but it could also go down. So if you had $250, the ETF that you bought might be $235 the next day. There might be a crash. I don't know. So you end up losing that amount of money. So yeah, in a sense, you are gaining and losing money. But that aside, that money is still yours. You're still free to like sell the stock or ETF or whatever, and you gain the money back. You're not spending it. Like me, I bought this lovely Aritzia hoodie. That money belongs to Aritzia now. That money doesn't belong to me. If I buy stocks, it goes to stock. It kind of belongs to me. I can still sell it and take it back. So yeah. That's the first one. Next, I would love, 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 love to be presentable every single day. Now, guys, I love rotting. Those are my favorite days. I love to stay in bed and just not have to do anything. I love to not have to get ready to make myself presentable to the world, etc., etc. But I would like to try to scrap that for this year. Because I feel like, getting presentable for the world, for other people, I think for me, it's not just about other people, it's about feeling good for myself, you know? Um, because like when you do these things, when you get ready, it should be for yourself. Most importantly, it shouldn't be for others. Of course, sometimes it should be for others, like going on a date. But the day-to-day stuff, let it be for yourself. And this includes like doing day-to-day makeup. I would love to explore and figure out how to do like a glass skin makeup look, a very natural, very no makeup look. I still need to figure out how to do that, as I just said. Also, side note, with that being said, men, you are allowed to wear makeup. It's not a girl thing, it's a people thing. Like, let's get that straight. You know what? Let's also leave toxic masculinity behind in 2024. I feel like that's on everyone's ins and outs, like every single year, and obviously it just keeps coming back. It just keeps trickling its way back inside. But it's something that's in society. You know what? There's nothing we can do about that. But guys, it's a people thing. Makeup, it's universal, it's unisex. Like, there are plenty of men who are out there who aren't gay who wear makeup. Your favorite actor probably wears makeup too. Not probably, does wear makeup. How do you think their skin looks like decent in films? Like, of course, of course. So just do it. Next, I want to get into cafe hopping again. Now, I indulged in cafe hopping briefly with Mia back in 2023, and I really enjoyed it. And I miss it. Like, I loved getting ready and going out and being productive. There's something about me and like going out, that makes me 100% more productive than if I was in my room. I cannot for the life of me get work done when I'm in my room. And I think that goes for a lot of people too. There's just a lot of temptation, like your bed is right there. Um, what else? I mean, you have your devices no matter what. If you go to a cafe, whatever, there's always that kind of temptation. But let's stick to just the bed. But yeah, you have your bed there. The urge to just constantly go into my bed is just crazy. I cannot study in my bed. I can't study in my room. But when I get the opportunity to go out to cafes, like it kind of like forces me to be productive because in a way also in my mind, it's like I'm using this time to get ready. I shouldn't waste it. I should be productive. I should use my bus money wisely, make it worth it by being productive, you know? So yeah, that I want to do. And also, I just like to be in the company of others. I feel like when I'm with others too, I'm also like 50% more productive. And I don't know what it's about. Something about being with others just makes me want to do work. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I would really love to go cafe hopping again. Mimi, let's do it. But yeah, my outs for this year being a fucking pussy. Now, this ties into my bingo card and wanting to do more adventurous and thrilling things. I feel like the fear of not wanting to do things have really prevented me from gaining memorable experiences. For example, during my Alaska cruise, one of the stops along the way, there was this activity there. It was allegedly the longest zip line in the world. It went all the way to the top of the mountain, all the way down. And yeah, it just seemed like it would have been such a cool experience. And my aunt, she really wanted to do it, but obviously she didn't want to do it alone. She didn't ask anyone else in the family to do it but me, because she knew that I have like a 50-50 chance of doing it. Everyone else probably didn't want to do it. And I get that. I get it. But yeah, I was going to do it, but then at the last minute, I chickened out and I didn't do it. And I ultimately regretted that decision. I feel like it would have been so cool. Ugh. But whatever. Yeah, of course, fear is like a good way of keeping us safe and keeping us from doing things out of like impulse or, stuff like that. But there's things that we necessarily shouldn't like worry about. Another thing for me is roller coasters. Like, I don't like enjoy roller coasters. I'm trying to get into them though. I think what I didn't like about them was like the speed of it. You know that feeling when you're going down in a roller coaster, like that really fast feeling that you get? It's like a tingly sensation, like butterflies in your stomach. I don't like that feeling, but I'm trying to get over it. Like, girl, it's nothing. Whatever. But also for other people, it's like safety and stuff. Guys, I worked at an amusement park. I've watched the building of a roller coaster and like the commissioning and testing phase of it. It is fine. The safety procedures that they have is meticulous. Like, it goes through so much to get to that point of opening to the public. There shouldn't be too much that you have to worry about. Of course, there are accidents that can happen, those are inevitable, but most of the time, they're all good. So just like do it. Just do it. But yeah, one of my challenges for myself this year is to go on every single roller coaster at Canada's Wonderland. It's not on my bingo card. It is on my personal wish list. I was gonna do it last year, but Ari and I never got around to it. We talked about it so much in the summer, but when I came back to Toronto, it just kind of like died out. It did not make its way out of the group chat. Unfortunate. Next, being broke. Okay, so I have a new job. I got the job around November. And yeah, my contract is ending soon. but I'm praying that I can keep my job. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. But yeah. Anyways, I think this year is the year for financial well being, financial success. Last year was probably one of the most difficult years that I've ever had, financially speaking. And luckily, I had people around me to get me out of that situation, potentially messy situation too. But that feeling, it didn't feel good. It left me like insanely depressed. I couldn't do most of things that I wanted to do with my friends. I couldn't buy things. And yeah, it just wasn't great. Um, but yeah, I would very much like to be not in that situation again. Um, and yeah, and thank God I have a job, so I can kind of like, um, I guess, fund my life, fund my tuition, fund my leisure, fund my shopping, everything. Like, it's fine. But with that being said, though, I have to say, like, I'm extremely grateful for the people who around me who did get me out of that situation. I think I mentioned it already, but I am very grateful for them. And I'm also very thankful for the opportunities and the experience that I'm able to gain from my day-to-day life. This year should also be a year of reflecting. I feel like we should all reflect on that. It's just something to think about. To be thankful for those around you. Yeah, I'm also very thankful for my company for employing me. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I want to stop impulsively buying things. Girl, you're done. You're done. I have to stop spending so much money. Like, I can't. I can't. Oh, last year I feel like I spent so much money. And especially since I got my new job, apparently money grows on trees. Apparently I have a money printer at the back of my room. Like, it's not okay. It's not okay. And like, I see the problem. I just need to work through it. So that's my goal for this year. Less spending, working through it. And yeah, I have been trying to like form a budget and limit, forming a budget will limit the spending, of course. But for me, it's like kind of hard because from time to time, like before, back when I didn't have like a stable job, I only had a seasonal position. And hopefully, my current position I will get permanent. It won't be seasonal anymore. But yeah, I never had like a stable job. So that's what made budgeting really hard because I didn't have a stable stream of income. It was hard to project how much money I could earn each month, how much of that money could go towards this, go towards that? So, like, if I'm able to keep my job, I will have a stable source of income. And hopefully, from that, I can kind of project how much I will earn. And yeah, you guys get it, but I don't get it. Like, I need a search of how to make a good budget. But yeah, this is something that I can definitely learn and research more about. And yeah, I want to try this thing where, like, every time I get the urge to buy something, however much that item costs, I want to put it into buying stocks and ETFs, investing basically. That goes hand in hand. Yeah, I really want to do that. I feel like it would be such a good way to actually get to investing. Because also, like, going back to that thing, I don't invest that often. Um, I want to like start investing a certain amount of money every month. I feel like that's the way to go. I just don't do that, and I want to try to get into that. So maybe if I do that, using the money that I could spend on items into stocks, I feel like it could work. But yeah, that's on 2025. I've definitely talked about it enough. So yeah, let's get on to some topics for the day. Um, Random thought, kind of random. Justin Trudeau has officially resigned as Prime Minister and Liberal Party leader of Canada. His long reign is finally over. Um, and for some people, like some people are sad about it, some people are rejoicing. I personally like think that he did a good job. I don't think well, there are some things that he put into place that definitely like not to the best interest of Canadians. Um, but overall though, I think he did fine. He wasn't terrible in any sense, I don't think. Again, I'm not really a political person, but to my knowledge, he didn't do anything that severely affected our way of life. I don't think. I mean, things might be more expensive, but I don't know. That just goes with inflation, though. I will say though, I am like a little scared for the future of this country. The federal elections are coming up this year. When I don't really know because of the whole parliament thing that's going on right now. But it appears that the Conservatives will have a chance of winning this year. I do think that Pierre Polyev does have a good shot of winning. He seems to be leading in the popularity polls. Um, and yeah, I don't think, I think some of his policies are good for Canada, but I think a lot of them also aren't in the best interest of some Canadians. So yeah, it's kind of wishy-washy with that. Again, do your own research. But yeah, it's kind of scary because, I don't know. But at the end of the day, again, do your own research on political parties and their policies, and then at the end, make an informed decision on who you're going to vote for. Um, and yeah, and last but not least, go vote. We've said this time and time again. Politics have been like a running theme in this podcast. Go vote. Go vote, bitch. Like, there's nothing stopping you from doing it unless you have like a packed schedule. But actually, no, I think you're legally like entitled to pay time off to go vote. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, go vote. This is our future. This is our country. We have somewhat of a say on things we want. And this is the time to do it. Go exercise your right to vote. Like, it's our right. And yeah, don't not vote because the lines are long. That's stupid. But yeah. Yeah, go vote, go vote. But yeah, Zendaya and Tom Holland are engaged. Yay! Yeah, they were allegedly engaged. And I say allegedly because the source was TMZ, and TMZ said they got it from a source close to the couple. What a fucking snake. Who sold them out? Like, I would have been, if I was them, I would have been so pissed. Like, why the fuck are you like airing out my dirty laundry? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, TMZ reported that Tom proposed to Zendaya at one of her family homes or something, and it was really private. It was very intimate. It was very romantic. Girl, good on you. Props to you. Congratulations. May you guys have a long and happy life. But yeah, I said allegedly at first because, again, as I said earlier, TMZ was the source of this news. But we're getting confirmation of it now because at the Golden Globes this past week, Zendaya flashed her lovely diamond ring. I think it was like this big. I'm probably exaggerating, maybe like this big. But yeah, Tom, hello, you really ate with that diamond. Like, you did. As I said a couple of episodes ago, I don't know much about diamonds, but that ate. That ate. But yeah, regardless, I am happy for the both of them. They are very, very cute. They made such a great couple in the Spider-Man series with Tom Holland. and they make a cute couple in real life. Like, and I think this engagement news could not have come at a better time. Like, because I think like a few weeks ago, there were reports saying that they were allegedly broken up. Does that make sense? They broke up. That's what people were alleging. So yeah, this news could not have come to a better time. Totally dispelled those rumors. So yeah, yay, congrats. But speaking about the Golden Globes, I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. I wanted to talk about Michelle Yeoh allegedly coming for Ariana and her home wrecking ways. Now, I saw this on a TikTok video. I do not remember who mentioned it, but credits to them. But yeah, apparently, when her and Jeff Goldblum were presenting an award or whatever, they were having a monologue. They were talking about some Gen Z slang that they could not wrap their head around. And Michelle mentions the phrase, slay the house down. And then the camera cuts to Ariana and she's like helping her finish the sentence, right? And then Michelle was like, I would never slay anyone else. And then Michelle was like, I would never slay anyone houses down. And then the camera cuts to Ariana again, and she's like she was not impressed with the joke. If it was a joke, again, this is all alleged, but she was not looking too happy. And then we had Cynthia in the background, kind of like laughing. But yeah, Jeff kind of like tries to smooth it over and was like, of course we don't understand a lot of these phrases. That's not how he speaks. But yeah, he was trying to like save it. But if that was actually what Michelle was implying, she slayed the house down. Like, I don't like know if anyone has actually called out Ariana for what she did with Ethan Slater's marriage. Of course, there was public backlash, and then she released Yes and in response to it, if I remember correctly. But I don't remember if there was any like notable people who actually like commented on it. So yeah, like we were just kind of like okay with it at the end. Like I don't know, but yeah, like I don't understand why we were just okay with the fact that she was the cause of the downfall of a marriage. But yeah, Michelle, slate for that. We love her. I love her. She's one of my favorite actresses. Like, I saw her for the first time in Crazy Rich Asians when I was getting into movies. Because if you guys couldn't already tell, I am not a movie person. I'm really not. Mimi she's the movie gal. But yeah, I first knew of her during Crazy Rich Asians, and she ate. Oh, she played that character such. Oh, she. Why can I not speak? She portrayed that character so well, Miss Eleanor Young. And then the second thing I watched was Everything Everywhere All at Once, and she ate that too. She eats up every role. I haven't seen any of her previous works, but I know she does have quite an extensive list of films and such. So definitely do go check that out. I will try to check that out. But yeah, another thing about the Golden Globes this year was that Wicked didn't win as many awards that I would have expected. Now, this, I have to say, disclaimer, I am very biased towards Wicked because I thought it was so good. A lot of my friends do not agree with me. They do not think that it was as good as I thought. But I don't know. I thought it was just so special. I really enjoyed it. They only won one category out of the four that they were nominated for, and they won Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Award. Okay, what even is that? Like I like kind of get it, but I also don't get it. Like hello. I don't know. I just thought that they should have won like at least Best Motion Picture. But hey, who am I to say? I am biased. So, yeah. Next, Ethan Dolan and Emma Chamberlain. What? For all of you who are chronically online, I'm sure you heard the news, but like, yeah, in Emma's most recent pod episode, she revealed a lot of details about her first relationship when she was a teenager. And oh my god, she really went through it. I feel so bad for her when she was talking about it. For those who don't know, um back in the day, yeah, in like 2018, I think, 2017, 2018. um this was a huge like YouTube thing. Like, it was called the Sister Squad. It was composed of James Charles, the Dolan twins, Ethan and Grayson, and Emma Chamberlains. And they were like literally the biggest YouTubers of the time, and they would always get together, do vlogs, whatever. But yeah, people always shipped Ethan and Emma together. They apparently always exchanged their like flirty looks and phrases and whatever to each other. I never like I never really noticed it. Maybe I was too young. Like, if it was 2017, I was like, what, 13, 14 at the time? Yeah, I was probably like 14 years old at the time. And yeah, I guess I just wasn't really perceptive of these kind of things. I was just kind of I was just trying to live my life and whatever. I wasn't seeking love. So it's like, I definitely wasn't perceptive of it. But yeah, she recently revealed on her pod that when she was in a relationship, when she was 17 years old, which was also the time when she moved to LA, she was describing the relationship that seemed to be very psychologically traumatizing for her. She never mentioned Ethan by name, however. Let's just get that right. She didn't mention him by name, but a lot of fans are like, putting two and two together. Like, because again, she said that she got into her first relationship when she was 17, which just so happened to be the age when she first moved to LA. So, like, they're kind of putting that together. And if it was indeed Ethan, like, that was kind of the thing. Um, but yeah, I won't go into too much detail about it because honestly, if you want to know more, go to Emma's channel and look at it yourself. Like, she explained it very well because it's her story to tell, it's not mine. But yeah, all I will comment on, it's like, damn, this guy really played with her feelings. Like, poor girl. Like, he wanted to hook up with her after they broke up, but he didn't want to be exclusive. And then Emma was like, "No, like, I don't want to be like hooking up with you cuz like, hello, we're not going to be exclusive or whatever." But then her feelings eventually like brought her back to the guy, and then the guy kind of played with her feelings again and said that I want to be exclusive. And and then after that he just ghosted her. Poor girl was left in the dark. And then he was like, I don't want to be exclusive anymore. Men, make up your mind. God. Like, ugh, what the fuck? I've never been in a relationship, nor have I ever been in this kind of situation. I just can't imagine how she was going, like, what she was going through. Like, especially as a little 17-year-old girl, first relationship, going through this for the first time, not having any experience with this whatsoever, getting her feelings played with like that. I feel so bad. But I will have to say though, I think it's good that she like went through this experience cuz hopefully she learned from it and she knows what to look for and what not to look for in the next one. It's all a learning experience, right? So it's like, I think it's good. I think it's good. But yeah, um but things are getting a little bit more juicy because what's her name? Olivia O'Brien, I think that's her name. She recently revealed that her first album, her debut album was about a situationship that she had. And she pointed out in one of the lyrics, I think I'm not, don't quote me on this, I don't know the lyric too well. It was something about I was talking to your brother, and how he's treating her. I'm just glad that I'm in my own world in the purple room or something like that. And people were tying it with Grayson, first of all, because I think they had like a alleged relationship as well. That's the situationship that she had. They were spotted together at some place. I don't fucking know. But yeah, people are trying to tie it together because if people were thinking about it correctly, the situationship, I was talking to your brother. If the situationship was indeed with Grayson, obviously his brother is Ethan, and she was talking to her. Oh, she was talking to him, and the whole thing with the Dolan twins back in the day was purple. Like they had like everything was purple. So yeah, that's why they're like it kind of lines up. It kind of lines up. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that is the tea for this week. That's the tea that I know. Um, yeah, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed my little rendition of the hot news, the hot topics. But yeah, let's get into my day list. I really love this day list thing that we've been doing. I think it's really interesting because I don't know, obviously this is all AI. So it can be whatever, but I don't know, something about it is like it's not I just don't get it. Okay, today's day list is K Rock Serenade Friday afternoon. You listen to K Rock and solo artists on Fridays in the afternoon. Here's some K Rock, Serenade, solo artists, Black Cat, Obsessed, and Loops. Like, what the hell even? What the hell is Loops? What? Here are some of the songs Nice Guy, Boy Next Door. Is that rock? It's definitely not solo artist. Nice Guy, Good So Bad, Zero Base One, Boyfriend, Yeonjun, Over the Moon, Tomorrow by Together, Sad Song, P1 Harmony. Okay, that's definitely Black Hat. Walk in CT127. Siren, Rise, Supersonic, From Miss 9. This whole playlist is a mess, guys. If you have Spotify, please search it up and see if your playlist makes any sense. Your day list. Because mine doesn't. And I don't think any of the people that I've asked so far does. But AI truly is taking over. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah. On to Rex for the week. I would like to recommend You. You by Entity Dream. You know what? Like, wait. I don't remember if we talked about this before. There's so many things that I don't remember talking about on the pod. And like, sometimes I'm like, did I talk about this in real life with my friends or did I talk about this with you guys on the pod? I, it's all a blur. But if I already talked about this, sorry about it. You're going to hear about it again. And I think, I don't know, I feel like Mimi probably mentioned this, but yeah. Anyways, a lot of people have been like complaining about this album. Like people have a problem with it. Mostly K netizens, the most toxic people out there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's true. Yeah, they were complaining about how this album like wasn't their usual sound. And whatever. And it was awful because of it. It didn't match their theme, concept, or aesthetic. Girl, what even ever? Who cares? Like, I have to say though, like, you are entitled to your opinion. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, but I just think like in this particular scenario, like artists should be allowed to explore different genres, different sounds. Like they shouldn't be like boxed up in what they're known for, like, like if they do, like, how are they going to grow and evolve as musicians? Like, yeah, you're free to dislike whoever you want. Don't hate though. Like, don't attack. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that serious, guys. Leave these people alone. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. My other rec for this week is REM by Kiss of Life. I think that song is really good. I don't know why. I didn't really vibe with it when it first released. But yeah, after listening to it some time, it's starting to pick up. I am thoroughly enjoying it. I don't know. I think there's just something about Kiss of Life also that's really like they're really making their way slowly into my likes. There's not a lot of girl groups that I like, to be totally honest. I am mostly like a boy group listener for K-pop. Um, but uh yeah, I think they're slowly trickling their way in. There's not a lot of girl groups. I can say with confidence though that New Jeans is definitely in that select group of girl groups that I like. Kiss of Life is making its way up there. Which other girl groups do I like? aespa. I definitely do like them. But yeah, there's not too many. And we're working on expanding it. We're working on it. One last song is BMF by SZA. Um, I really like it. I I think with most people, I heard about it first on TikTok, and like that one line that she says about it. What is that line? Give me a second, guys. She says, young, any fine, any tall, any handsome, talking so fine, I might hold it for ransom, put it in drive, I'm not shy, I might like it, blah, 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 blah. God, I love it. It's so it's so relatable. It's so relatable. If you ever been like a person in love who's had crushes, like this will describe it very well. I think it describes one of my work crushes. I'm not about to publicize that right now. Not that you guys know where I work, but for people who do know me, shut your mouth. But yeah, totally describes one of my work crushes. Please notice me. I am terribly. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Oh my god, I can't. But yeah. Anyways, notice me. I like you. I think you're cute. Woohoo! Big summer blowout. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's literally all that I wanted to talk about for today. This was a lot. This was a lot. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, if this will make it up on the YouTube channel. Um, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I feel like it's just a lot of me talking. I know there are a lot of solo podcasters out there who are able to like take up an hour worth of time just talking about things and who are engaging about it. I hope I was engaging to you guys today. Leave a comment down below if you liked it. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, I hope I didn't bore you guys too much. I think like the first half an hour of me talking was literally just about New Year's and what I wanted for myself. Because it's about me. It's about me. But no. Yeah, I hope that this episode will make it out. And if it doesn't, who knows? Maybe if we have a Patreon one day, you guys will watch it. You will have the opportunity to watch this exclusive episode while also helping us out. But yeah, I'm gonna say it again. You know what would really help us out? It's if you like and subscribe. And you know what? For the hell of it, comment down below. Comment anything you want. Like, just interact with us. Like, please, please, please. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a good week and a good start to your 2025. On behalf of Mia, um, I would like to wish you guys a happy 2025. And yeah, stay tuned for more fun, exciting episodes in the future. Um, I hope there will be plenty down the road. But yeah, see y'all next time. Bye. Woohoo! The big summer blowout.